Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to McNulty's on Movies special event, The Leftovers.
A TV show.
Season 1.
HBO.
I don't know. Podcast. Video cast.
Oh, I was
whatever
like,
you call
no,
it.
it really is HBO.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
where we
I know
watch
it's
it.
HBO.
Yeah.
So I watched The Leftovers. I finished it a few weeks ago. I've been watching it for a while ago. Yeah, I finished season 2. We're doing season 1. So I prodded Leah to watch season 1.
Great deal.
Yes. And she's watched it, so we're recording this.
We are.
So, Leah,
It's a good show.
what did you think about The Leftovers? You now said it's a good show.
So I'm kind of confused, Colin.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what any of it means,
Mm-hmm.
but the characters are phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
They have so much depth.
Mm-hmm.
It's like so refreshing from
Yeah, so
the
this is going to be
normal
like
everyday TV.
spoilerific.
Yes.
So, I know that reduces
Don't ever say that word again.
Okay. Full of spoilers. So I know that reduces our audience to like 3
One
people.
person. Whoever you are, we love you. Nobody else.
Or people who have no intention of watching the show, and you should. So,
So, the show is weird. It's a very weird show.
we're now talking to people as if they've seen it.
Yeah, well, those are my thoughts.
Okay, it's very weird.
Do you think it's weird?
Yeah, totally. It's totally different from...
It's creepy.
So it's made by the creator of Lost. Yeah. David Lindelof and Tom Perrotta, who
makes
wrote the
sense.
Leftovers book.
So, I didn't know there was a book until yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And season 1 covers the events of said book.
So, I don't know. I think it was difficult for me to find. Obviously, I rooted Kevin.
Yes.
I rooted for Kevin at first,
Uh-huh.
and then I went through I don't really like him all that much, and then I went through, but I don't like him because he's too much like me or like a normal person,
Uh-huh.
and less like a fictional person in a TV show. And then I was like, I really like him.
So I realized, on that similar note, I actually realized after I finished season 2, Kevin is one of the few, very small number of characters where they're cheating on their wife in one of the episodes, and I still like the character.
And I think that surprised me because Colin,
That's my hang-up.
in everything. There's stuff that I like and appreciate for its value that has maybe
Yeah.
a scene of that, and Colin's like,
I'm usually out.
yeah.
So
that surprised me about you.
well, I think it helps that it was later, you saw all the consequences of it
Mhm.
first, and so
But
it's not
really,
dealt with casually.
I still don't get why she left.
Well, let's talk about the departure, the central.
Oh, I don't know what happened. I think that there's people somewhere that are in his dad's head.
I don't think they're ever going to talk about what happened, why. So this is
They have to talk about why.
so season 2, you heard me watch season 2 with the season 2 theme song.
I did. I've not
yeah.
watched season 2 yet.
Yeah. So the theme song is "Let the Mystery Be." Talking about we don't know what's going to happen after we die. I think I'll just let the mystery be. I think he's learned from Lost, and that the answers were ultimately unsatisfying, and the strength is his character writing. He is never going to. They're never ever going to explain definitively what's happened.
I disagree.
Okay, that's fine.
But I've not seen season 2, so I literally have no idea. I don't have that to go on. But going off of season 1,
Mm-hmm.
it seems like with... What is his dad's name? I'm just going to call him Dad.
Yeah. I actually don't know.
And with Patty telling him, you know what I'm trying to communicate to you.
Mm-hmm.
And with all of these dreams that he's having, and the guy...
Yeah.
I can't believe I did that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems like that's all dealing with a reason why.
Well, I think
And I don't know why they would bring all that up
Hmm.
if they weren't gonna like address it.
Well, what I like about the show is that there's, and kind of what it shows, especially in the early episodes, is like they're trying to live their life as normal, but they can't escape the fact that this like huge, clearly unexplainable event happened. You know, like
Yeah.
you can't. Nobody can explain it. Like there's no good answer. So I feel like a lot of the characters like snort at anyone who has like oh, you think it was this guy, you think it was this, or you think it was that, and they're like, "Pfft," but they have no explanation, and they're all dealing with that fact. It's like human mortality and like cosmic horror, almost like all wrapped up in this thing, but yet life keeps moving
Yeah.
forward without a care.
I think the two things that got me most in this whole show
Mm-hmm.
were number one, the gambling episode with the priest.
Yeah,
He's not a priest
Matt.
because he's married.
So
Preacher.
he's Episcopalian or
Oh,
something.
I wondered that because he seemed very priest-like.
Mhm.
So, Matt, yeah. So I can't. I told Colin I like hate him sometimes, and then sometimes I like him. I
Mhm.
don't know, but most of the time I kind of hate him.
Mhm.
But I just like when he got attacked in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was gonna die. I was like, duh. I don't know. He just went through whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I couldn't handle that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the episode where they were all normal, the one that happened before.
Yeah,
the
I think that's the
departure.
best episode of the season.
It
Guardians
was
is the
like
best.
so hard to watch.
Yeah.
But they did it so well. I really like Nora.
Yeah.
I feel
Definitely.
like I hate Lori. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I do right now.
Mhm.
I do not understand why she being part of the
Guilty Remnant.
guilty remnant. And I do not. I just don't get it. Do you think it's because she couldn't handle what happened?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
So you don't think it's because she was mad at her husband?
Well, obviously Kevin thinks it is, and Patty thinks it isn't. And I feel like Patty is in a better position to know.
Patty's crazy.
But, I mean,
But
is
and
she?
that's okay, but that's another reason. I know we're kind of all over the place, but that's another reason why I thought that maybe they would talk about the reason why stuff happened. Because when they showed her in the episode where they were talking about the one that happened before, and she was
Mhm.
seeing
Yeah.
Laura as a counselor,
Uh-huh.
I mean, it was like obviously like paranoia
Yeah.
and like weird,
Mhm.
and like she was sick.
Yeah.
But then something happened.
Mm-hmm.
So was she really?
I feel like she was. I feel like she's just like Lori, and I think that's what the show does really well is set up like, is this or is this not? But she's always calling, like Lori says, like she's always saying it's going to be the end, it's going to be the end, it's going to be the end, and she's amping it up, and it does happen, and that's almost brings her out of it.
Yeah.
Almost brings her to like a place of this clarity in instead of being paranoid, she has a specific event to hold on to
So maybe
be the living reminder of.
she was crazy. I mean, not in like it. She was ill.
Mm-hmm. Your social work.
I know, which is why I have to say. I mean, we're all crazy. But maybe she was a little sick. But maybe that event kind of shook her out of like, okay, this really happened,
Mhm.
and now I have a purpose.
Well, I think she had something to where she had this vague sense of destruction, but then she had the destruction had passed, I guess.
Yeah,
She was
that's
she was
what I mean. It
past the
kind
end
of
of the
jarred
world.
her. Like she was like, well, that happened,
Mhm.
and I'm here, and what is? And then
Mhm.
maybe because she was so focused on destruction before, that's why she became the leader of that.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was about remembering, not forgetting.
Yeah.
I really just don't understand the guilty remnant.
probably cover more of that in season 2. But
I just don't get how she could leave her kids. Lori, sorry.
What about Kevin? He could leave. He wanted to be free of his family.
Yeah. I think it sucks. I get why. As much as I get why, people leave.
Mm-hmm. Why is it different from Lori versus Kevin?
I think because something bad happened and he came back. And she, took off.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, they reacted differently.
I don't know. Do you think it's the same thing?
No, but I think, Kevin is... When Kevin realizes he can lose his family, he really wants to hold on to it. He realizes that he values it.
Mm-hmm.
And when Lori realizes that she... her family is not, permanent, she gives up on it.
Yeah. So they're different.
Yeah, definitely.
You don't give up on family. Lilo and Stitch. I don't know. I liked Lori's character. A lot of parts of it.
Mm-hmm. But we also got to see...
She obviously does care.
We got to see the limits of where she's really willing to take that.
Yeah, I was about to say. Because she went back and she tried to get the thing out of the...
Mm-hmm. The great
words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she
did not. Yeah, she did not want Jill to be there, and she talked for Jill.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's... she abandoned her family, but, down the street. Emotionally distant, but still, aware
and
of where they were.
And she came back. She would, Matt caught her standing there outside the house.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I was too harsh on her.
I think we see her struggle. What about Liv Tyler?
Oh,
/ Meg?
I don't know. Bless her heart. She had a road.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks that her mom died the day before.
Yeah.
Really good acting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a lot to say about her character.
Yeah, it's just she didn't get a whole lot of time.
I think, there's just a very quickly into the show, there's a decision to leave home and join the Guilty Remnant. And I thought that her not wanting to let go and then just going out there by herself when she reached that point and chopping down the tree.
Mm-hmm.
That was a really good scene.
Yeah, definitely.
And after that, she was just kind of, obviously not completely sold because she screamed and beat up Matt for the posters of her mom.
Mm-hmm.
But then, she's dedicated to it. She's learning, but she's dedicated. And
mm-hmm.
I don't know what will happen in season 2.
That's what I was going to ask next. What do you think? So you saw the
So she
teaser.
was beat up pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I specifically about Meg.
The whole thing. Oh, sure.
Well, specifically about Meg, she's beat up pretty bad, but
Mm-hmm.
she wasn't talking. So I think she's still just as dedicated to that. Maybe she'll be a new leader.
Patty's dead.
Patty's dead. Patty's a phenomenal actor. I don't know.
And Dowd.
Yeah. Oh, that lady.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Okay. I want to circle back around to Patty. But...
Yeah. Well, season 2, I literally have no idea. The teaser was weird. There's a place that nobody was departed.
Mm-hmm.
Was departed?
Nobody departed.
Yeah, but they called them the departed. So it's like nobody was.
0 departures. Yeah.
I don't know.
So
everyone's trying to go there?
There's 3 seasons. Well, there's 2 seasons that are out there, making a 3rd. All of them, the 3rd season will be the last. All of them were made under the presumption that they could be last. So I guess there's not too much need to speculate. But I do want to circle back around to Patty because I want to talk about what was she trying to communicate to Kevin by killing herself? Because Kevin starts. He says he understands. Matt says like, no, she would not kill herself without making sure that you understood. And he talks about it in the diner, but he mostly just tells his story of cheating. He says, "I know why we didn't go," and that's kind of like that. Kind of echoes what his dad told him in his dream. I guess would actually happen like right before that, saying like, "We all know why we didn't go." So what do you think that she was trying to communicate? And I don't have like a definitive like this is what.
I don't either. I'm still thinking about that.
Mhm.
I don't know. Maybe. I guess I don't know specifically what she was trying to communicate. Obviously, she did not really value life anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And did not like that he was so weak that he could not kill her. And I feel like the whole time that she was there, she was egging him on to kill her. She wanted to die there. And when she realized that he wasn't going to do that, she did. But I guess I still don't really. Maybe she just wanted to get his attention.
But she was trying to draw his attention to something specific, and I feel like actually that's kind of that understanding is kind of the climax of the whole show.
Well, I did not understand it.
Yeah, and I'm legitimately want to like. Yeah, it's about like life and mortality, like the fact that we can all die,
Mm-hmm.
and also that like we all know that we're bad people, but I just don't have all the connections to it. And I feel like actually I have a better grasp on some of the stuff in season 2 than I do on that one hit.
Maybe we should Google it.
Maybe we should.
See what people say.
I wanted to talk with you about it fresh instead of loosening myself with it.
Or if anybody's actually watching this still.
Yeah.
I wonder if they are.
Well, leave a comment.
Maybe you.
Yeah. If you're
Somebody
still
in the
listening,
Pin
and
family.
also especially if you if you have any insights.
Yeah.
What does it mean that we're all bad people and we're all gonna die?
So deep. Yeah.
Maybe it's something we can't really communicate exactly in words that you just would have said.
It's pretty nasty.
It was pretty nasty.
I don't like the sound of blood coming out like
That's probably good for your survival.
that.
Okay, well,
Okay.
we might do a couple more of these.
When I finish season 2, we'll talk about it. And
Well, I might want to do a couple during season 2. I really like season 2.
oh snap! A series.
Series. Okay, well, this has been McNulty's on Movies,
Yeah.
Leftover Season 1 special. Thank you for listening.
Thanks, guys. Bye.